Hey yo gamers, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We bring back with a new video. In this video we'll talk about the free games on the PC that's in Steam and the under 500 rupees all the games to be covered. So without any wasting any time, let's jump back to the video. So the first game is coming out free to the PC on Steam is the Nightmare Kart. Nightmare Cars is totally depend on the racing games set up on the Bloodborne's world or Bloodborne's environment. So totally inspired from that. So you are the beast and conscripted against your will to participate in the most peculiar local custom, a tournament where participants race atop mysterious vehicles comprised of coppers and steam. So race through the blood-soaked gothic streets and atop on the 12 unique vehicles as you seek answers behind the origin of this nightmare. Wield power weapons to reduce the opponents and to scrap, slaughter the beast to raise your top speed, perform tricks and drifts to generate the ether to boost basically, and overcome the challenging boss encounters to unlock the secrets behind the terrible dreams. So it's totally the concept about the dream where you take on the cart and the bike, every kinds of vehicles you move around, and supposedly you just take down the every boss fights with the vehicle. So you have a totally momentum systems, but along with that there's a hard bosses as well. So you explore the worlds around this with the vehicle and also change a lot of customizations in it. So there is a latest update as well for the 8th June, which is version 1.06. So currently this is a free, that's worth to try because there is no cost paying, no any paywalls behind of this. So you can just download it and play and enjoy the retrospective games and have some nostalgic feelings when you were a childhood. Wow, the game was so much fun at that time. So moving to the other deals is coming from the Steams, and totally 90% off is the Steams currently going on the summer sales. Is the first game coming up from the Hellblade Senua Sacrifice. So from the makers of the Heavenly Swords Enslaved Odyssey and the Waste and DMC Devil May Cry 5, and comes on a warrior brutal journey into the myth and madness set in the village age, and a broken warrior embarks on a haunting vision quest into the Viking hell to fight for the soul of a dead lover. So currently 90% off, while Hellblade 2 was not that kind of a good feedback or reviews for that, but 1 is incredible and unique at its own gameplays, mechanics and all these storylines. So currently 90% off, 72 rupees or just less than $1. So go add it to the library. Moving to the next game is coming up from our childhood games, which was we started playing at the beginning of the laptop or PC eras for the Windows 10 95 and Windows 98 is the Road Race, and Road Redemption is the improved version of the Road Race, which is currently 85% off, 79 rupees, which is almost about $1, and it compels with these lets you lead to the bikers gangs of an epic journey across the country in the driving combat road rage adventures, a huge campaign, dozens of weapons, full 4-player co-op and split screen and online multiplayer. So we definitely need to check out this, guys. So you need to play these games if you wanted, if you have just played Road Rage in these 90s or 95 PCs. So currently 90% off, not a big deal, just $1. Go add it to the library. Moving to the next game is coming up from the combat racing games, which is Grip. So the Grip is a high-octane hardcore combat racers packing for serious speed and armed to the teeth with heavy weapons inspired by games like Roll Cage, Wipeout, Motorstorm and Star Wars. Pod Racers. It's like nothing you have ever played before with the combat racings, which was kind of like a death race or something. So that's definitely be enjoyable while you take down the other opponents while racing with you with the co-op or just other online players. So currently 90% off, 69, which is less than $1. So go ahead to the library. So moving to the next game is coming up from the Souls-like genres, which is Mortal Cell. Mortal Cell is a deep action RPG. Test your sanity and resilience in the shattered world. Your adversaries spare no mercies with the survival demanding superior awareness, precision, instincts. Possesses lost warriors, track down hidden sanctums of the devout and face the formidable foes. So you all knows about the Souls-like genre, but Mortal Cells have a less hour gameplay but excitingly hard games and challenging. So all these mechanics are still like a Souls, but it has some more elements, while your ultimates or any other powers is just getting out of your body and your souls. We're gonna hit the opponent and other abilities to use them. So currently 90% off, 80 rupees, just $1. So go add it to the library. Moving to the next game is coming up from these Xbox Studios, which is State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Editions, 67% off, $362, in which the dead and rising civilization has fallen. Now it's up to you to gather survivors, scavenge resources, and build a community in a post-apocalyptic world. A world where you define what it means to survive and shoot in ultimate zombie survival simulations. So have you ever just played in the State of Decay 1? So it's a bit of improvement, and all the mechanics has been changed and improved well, and all the graphics has already enhanced to the fidelity. So currently 67% off, $362, just between $4 to $5. Go add it to the library. Moving to the next game is coming up from the Remedy Entertainment, which is my favorite game so far with this story-rich and action thriller, time manipulation, and sci-fi, is the Quantum Break. So Quantum Break from Remedy Entertainment, the master of cinematic action games, comes a Quantum Break, and time amplified suspenseful blockbuster. Quantum Break experience is a part of game, part of live action shows where decisions in one dramatically affect the others. These decisions are affecting the other NPCs or your companions or other NPCs as well, while you meet around the story and the progress. So currently 75% off, $212. Go add it to the library, or else you can just also buy the narrative bundles, which comes Tell Me Why, Dusk Has Fall, and Pentiment. These all included with the Quantum Break. That will be cost around $1,743, which is about $18 to $19. So I would suggest just buy the Quantum Break. So it will cost around the $2 and few cents, while in Indian currency it's a $212. So a very fantastic games. There's no sequels coming up for this, but amazingly blockbusters, a movie like a game with the heavily actions implemented on it. So go add it to the library. Moving to the next game is coming up from the anime action character customizations and co-op, which is the God Eater 3, which is the next segment of the God Eater 2. While this is a set in a post-apocalyptic settings, it's up to your special team of God Eaters to take down godlike monsters, devastating the world with an epic story, unique characters, and all new god arcs. And Argami, the latest evolution in action, is here. So you can buy the trilogy, like God Eater 2 and 3, which will cost around 7% off, $927, almost $9 to $10, while God Eater 3 will cost you around $3 to $4. So go add it to the library. Moving to the next game is coming up from the Easy Raid 2, which is the next segment of the Easy Raid, which is totally based on the World War segments and World War based environment, single player action indie FPS, while fight massive battles between the infantry, armored vehicles, tanks, cannons, and plays. Realistically manage your weapons and equipments, coordinate with your squad, and tactically navigate large, fully destructible open world maps. Experience the World War II in a single player PvP and co-op. So currently 30% off, $315, which is cost around $4 to $5. Go add it to the library. Moving to the next game is coming up from the Mech Warriors 5, which is the next segment of the fifth segment of the Mech Warriors. So either you can buy the Mercenaries edition, or you just buy the Mercenaries Jumpship edition. So I'll suggest go buy the Mercenaries editions, which is will cost you around less, which is $3 to $4, 60% off, 279 rupees in Indian currency. So the year in 3050. This battle sits on year 3050. So the battlefield is dominated by the warriors, machines known as battle mechs. Level entire cities, decimate the enemies in your battle mech, follow a quest for glory and revenge, manage an expanding mercenary company, fight alongside your friends with 4 players PvE and co-op. So currently 60% off, $279, $3 to $4. Go add it to the library. Moving to the next game is coming up from these Behavior Interactive, which is a Dead by Daylight, which is a famous online co-op multiplayer survival horror games. The Day by Daylight is a multiplayer 4v1 horror games where one player takes on the role of the savage killer and other 4 players are trying to survive and escape from the killer and avoid being caught and killed. So these are fun elements while every players wanted to join in the party or lobby, or you want to take a killer side where you have the quest to kill the 4 players while they are escaping around, and vice versa. So currently 525,000 positive reviews. So it's a great game to check out, and it needs an online player games, or you can play offline as well, but that's not be a fun at all, because if you play with your players, that would be fun. So go add it to the library. Moving to the next game is coming up from the Insurgency Sandstorm, which is 67% off for 61, $5 to $6. So this game is a team-based tactical FPS based on lethal close quarter combat and objective-oriented multiplayer gameplay. Experience the intensity of modern combat, where skill is rewarded and teamwork wins the fight. So 67% off, 461, not a big deal. Go $4 to $5 at the library. Moving to the next game is coming out from the Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts 2 is the next segment of the Psychonauts, which is 75% off right now, $324, $4 to $5. Which is the only sets in the combining quirky missions and mysterious conspiracies. Psychonauts 2 is a platform adventure game with cinematic style and tons of customizable psychic powers. So the simplified of the game is Rajputin Raz, Otko-trained acrobat, powerful young psychic, has realized lifelong dreams, joining international psychic espionage organization known as Psychonauts, but these psychic super spies are in trouble. The leaders hasn't been same since he was rescued from a kidnapping, and what's worse, their mole is hiding in headquarters. So all you do is to explore around and try to find out all the conspiracies and try to solve and take down other enemies. So currently 75% off, $324, $4 to $5. Go ahead to the library. So the last game is from the Aliens Fire Team Elites, where you play as a co-op shooter aliens action horror sci-fi, where Aliens Firestorm Elite is a cooperative third-person survival game set in an iconic alien universe. Battle through the hordes of different types of xenomorph, customize your characters and gears, level up as you try to contain this ever-growing threat. So it's a kind of a wave clearing game where you just play with your friends and other companions to clear out the waves from the every respective areas or something. So I haven't played, but that's all it conveys. While it will have so much fun. So 80,000 positive reviews. So it's worth to check out. 70% off, $389, $4 to $5. So go check it out and add it to the library. So that's it for my side. I will cover up the next news and updates alongside the games which is coming up, deals in the Steams and the Epic stores and other stores and vendors. So I'll miss you. So I'll meet you in the next video. So till then, stay tuned, like and subscribe as you like, do what you want. Noob+10, peace out.
Yeah, boy.